This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to Monroe, Louisiana, home to the ULM Warhawks. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Appalachian State Mountaineers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the UL Monroe Warhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Warhawks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And here's the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Appalachian State's offense will take the field first. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're going backwards, when you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Here's the pressure. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Mountaineers decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So Louisiana Monroe's offense will have its first possession of the game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
On the move, he fires. A strike downfield. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Overton. Got it behind the line, it's Roberts. No more room to run as this defense rises up on 3rd down, and now it's 4th down from the 22. And the field goal unit is on the field. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. And this one splits the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
They'll go back to the air on second down. The short hands, it's Dozier. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes or goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He'll try it again. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. The Mountaineers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Grabbed behind the line. It's Simmons. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments.
Timeout, ULM.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll sneak it. Quarterback making checks. And the Mountaineers with the 1st and 10. Trying to get the edge on the toss. Past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, the offense didn't have the result they wanted on that first drive, having to punt, but they're having a lot more success here in the second drive. They're having some balance.
Turning it on. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll give it to the back. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
I like the adjustments from this offense from first possession to second. Like first possession, you could tell maybe a little bit nervous. Maybe just not starting the way they wanted to. Didn't script the plays, but now putting a good drive together. A good response from punting last drive.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Back to throw, it's Overton. They'll run the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Looking to throw on first down. And that will fall incomplete as we have played 1 quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. Guys, it's Appalachian State holding the lead at the end of the quarter. We've played 1. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. In the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the ground with the back. Look out, he's got room. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Holding.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. Got a man in the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. And the Warhawks send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. And the returner goes down. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Hamlet.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
The Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Bully ball on 3rd and short. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. On the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
To throw, it's Overton. Got it in the middle, it's Roberts. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to the running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
The Warhawks will line it up on 1st and 10. The corners are walked up tight. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Catch in the middle, it's Cutler. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. And the Warhawks will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He was dreaming of getting a few more on that return, but they'll take it in business at the 32. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Handoff from the gun. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. Fights off a defender. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Warhawks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for the score. Touchdown, UL Monroe. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about.
Hold.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The snap sets up the throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Back to pass. Rushes on him. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he hauls it in at the 25.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Quarterback running on the draw. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Snags it. They will score. Touchdown, App State.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of the defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've had yourselves one great broadcast so far today there in Monroe. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
And the Mountaineers will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Takes the handoff. It's Roberts. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And the Warhawks have this offense rolling. They'll send the back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Overton. A shot toward the end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football all over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback, affecting him, and even better, getting him on the ground.
They're working that left side. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Now on second down. Looking to fire. Here comes the Heat. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the ball was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's sort this one out. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Warhawks will punt this one away. That is coverage just the way you draw it up. Don't even let him get started, and they knock him down deep in his own end. Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll go to the ground. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. The Mountaineers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll keep it on the ground. He breaks a tackle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Makes the grab. It's Dozier. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll line up for a second down play. He might want another play. Second down, they'll go to the air. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. The sweet feet buy a little time. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He'll try to take it back. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And the defense makes a big play, and you could see the quarterback. Once he bought time, started to roll to his left, the defense all reacts, comes to that side of the field, breaks on the football. He couldn't put enough mustard on it because he was running to his left. Defense takes advantage, forces the interception.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly, running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And the Warhawks will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. We've reached the break, and Appalachian State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Looking to throw on third. Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Simmons. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could rip. Fires toward the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about.
Hold on.
Man, at this stage of the game, does that hurt to have 6 points taken off the board? Now they've got to regroup and try to get it in again. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Looking to throw, it's Overton. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Warhawks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. And they're able to get him down.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him. Try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job of getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
It's complete. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And the Warhawks have their offense in high gear. Going up top again. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The Warhawks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. To the air on 2nd down. Under fire. Pressure's there and he lets it go. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds. And the Warhawks are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down. They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They'll get this drive going from the 17. The handoff, keep working on that clock. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
The Mountaineers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here.
He's going to throw deep right side. Makes a grab for a big play. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Give to the back. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Mountaineers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quarterback looks for a little space. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Man, let's not make football hard. The quarterback sneak has worked, and it continues to work. Keep using it until they stop it on those short yardage plays.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go right back to the run. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the 4th quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Good, right down the boulevard. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period.
And that was an important kick here in the fourth quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length of the field and score a TD. Nice execution by this offense. Nice job trusting your kick.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. The DBs will back off a bit. Might be looking to run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking downfield, it's Overton. Grabs it in the middle. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. Got to find a completion on this one. Unloads it left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis.